Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Steve Plays City Skylines. This is episode 6 of my Swensdale build, and we're just catching the bus over the river to the farming area. So, this episode I want to start off my forestry industry, but before we do, just a couple of updates, or corrections really, from the previous video. I was talking about the farming and how I was sort of setting out fields so that they sort of produced at sort of different times, and I think actually that was a right load of old tosh. I don't think it matters when you put the fields down at all, because they have their own storage, of course, which I've kind of not really thought about. So they'll stockpile and just release when necessary. So I don't think you need to do like I was trying to do and kind of stagger the placing of crop fields. I'll just come out of this view. So the other thing that it's kind of a mistake. I was looking at the bus lines and I was wondering, where are we? Transport. I was wondering why this bus line, I've just changed the colour a bit because they're all looking a bit similar. Why it had to come round here rather than just following this one down. Totally ignoring the fact that there's all these arrows pointing this way which says it's a one-way road, so it can't come down there. So silly mistake there. Just a couple of things that I've done off camera. I've put in for Emerson Heights. I think people were getting a bit down because I haven't really given them anything nice. So I've given them... oh, come on, do it. What's wrong here? Oh, I can move it. I gave them Lazarette Plaza. And Lazarette Plaza is actually really a monument to... I'll just pause the game a minute. A monument to bad healthcare. But perversely, it made everyone in Emerson Heights absolutely ecstatic, so you know, they're happier now. What you do with these sort of things, if I just go into the unique buildings, there's a few of them. If I go into the level 1 buildings, so that symbol just means you've already used it, you can't use it again. Most of them are sort of positive things, so you know that you need to have hit certain milestones basically within the game. Have a chunk of money, built lots of industry, and so on and so on. But some of them, like Meteorite Park, Lazarette Plaza, I mean, that's basically what had to happen to unlock that. It had to be basically I had to have poor citizen health, and that's not something you want to happen. But the thing is that, as you can see, it's a requirement for building another unique building. So what you have to do sometimes is basically break your city. So what I did was I loaded up a game, set taxes to maximum, service budgets to minimum, set it on fast, and just walked away for a bit because I didn't want to see the carnage. And when I came back, I think there were one or two, if you like, bad result buildings that I'd got from that, and then basically you just quit the game and then start again, reload your old save, and those buildings are unlocked. Well, you know, whatever bad result you'd managed to achieve. There are some I can't even get them yet. I think one of them, there's a cathedral somewhere. Can't remember what level it's at. No, I can't remember, but somewhere in there. Oh, is that it? Looks vaguely... No. Somewhere. Anyway, I won't bother looking for it, but there's a cathedral somewhere. You need to have a load of abandoned buildings, for instance. So, I mean, you know, what I had done would have worked quite well, except I don't actually think I've got enough buildings yet. Even if every building was abandoned, I don't think I've got enough buildings to generate that. So, when my city gets built bigger, I will, again, go on a bit of a wrecking spree to get that unlocked. Which sounds a bit crackers, I know, but hey, what you're going to do sometimes. So anyway, so yes, I put Lazarette Plaza in there, and then over here in this, excuse me, in my new settlement of Spring Gardens, I was originally going to use this space for something leisure, like a park or something, but the footprint of most of the parks was too big. The only one that I thought that would kind of fit was the Japanese garden, and that just seemed an odd fit. Excuse me, an odd fit with this particular district. So what I've done for now is I've just put in a primary school and a police station just to give them the basics, and I'll think of something leisurey to put in here. I'll just probably put a small park in or something just to cheer these guys up a little bit. And I think that's it. Oh, I put another flour mill in, because what I was noticing was that flour to the greatest extent and animal products to a lesser extent were the sort of weak points in the supply chain here. These were the ones that were, crops was always kind of really high, and these two were not sort of keeping up with that. So another flour mill should hopefully help. I've also put in another animal pasture there. So that, I think, is all I've done off camera. Yeah, yes. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I want to get into developing my forestry. So let's just have let's just give this bit more of an abstract view. Let's have a look at where I can go with this. I'm thinking down here, the motorway and the sort of in between the railway and the motorway, which kind of it seems quite natural that it would constrain. The railway isn't too much of a barrier, but the motorway is a bit of a barrier to cross. Seems kind of natural that this would get exploited before moving into here. Plus the fact this is kind of like wedged into the corner of the tile. This seems a good place to go. So I need to get this road across the railway, and then sort of start placing down the industry. So what I'll do is I'll pause the video for a moment. I'll get the basic roads in, and then you can see where I'm going with this. So back in a sec. Okay folks, so I'll just show you what I've done. I've extended this. If you remember, there was a little stub of this road coming off the roundabout. So I've extended it down to, it comes out around about halfway through that chunk of woodland that's this side of the railway. I was originally going to put a bridge in, but I would have had to have made the bridge higher than I normally do just to go over roads, because it has to clear this quaternary work here. So I've gone with an underpass or tunnel, whatever you want to say, and that's just going to have to do. It would have been a silly high bridge really, so I've gone that route instead. I've created an industry area and popped in my thingy, what is it, my forestry main building, which looks quite nice. It'll look nicer when it's not obscured by rain. Yep, and I've extended that. This looks a bit odd, I know, because like this kind of 4-lane going into a 2-lane, but because there's oil down there, which I will at some point be going for, I'll be taking this around and kind of like dropping it into the oil area there, which is why I've done this. The other reason, I'd originally taken it further just because I didn't know where I was going to bring this road off, and I was toying with the idea of trying to plug it into this intersection, but it's I'm not quite sure how I'd do that. I mean, obviously I could do like a long slip road and go for this direction and pop it in there. But I don't know. Anyway, I've given up. For now, I'm not entertaining that notion, but it will. The road will go down here eventually, maybe when I buy this tile, to start picking up the products from the oil industry. And as you can see, I've renamed it. So brought the road up here, and now I've got like sort of a logging road out here, and I can start to build. So I'll go with the plantation, and I think a lot more noticeable with forestry is the production values for depending on how well forested the area is. So 3,456, but then it goes up to like 4,800, and that's the maximum. So basically I think I can get, how many can I get in there? Potentially 1, 2, 3, but some of them won't be at full capacity. So what I'm going to do, what was that? No, what was that before? 4,800. Just bear with me a minute. So that goes to there. That goes to there. Alright, so I think what I'll do, so that's like 3,840. Let's just see if this works. You know by now that I always kind of drag trees around. So you know what? Let's bring these trees into the gaps here. And yes, alright, yeah, I guess it's cheating. Well, it is cheating, hey, let's be honest. But that and you can see now by just bringing a few trees down, I could get 4,800 pretty much across the board there. Okay, so let's go 1, 2, 3. Right, so that's those in. So what do I need for this industry? Now obviously I need workers in here. Actually this is quite a distance out. Do I want to put in... Do I want to put in a bus line? Let's just see how this... Let's see how this develops just as it is. Multiple oh dear, right. Just pause, what's wrong? No power, no water. Right. So let's start by extending that. Okay, so that's the water issue. And now I've got to get some power over there. So... No, it's okay. Right, so that should deal with... I should deal with that. Hopefully. Right. I'm kind of wondering now, should I have done something with move it? Because these trees are sticking out of the plantation. It looks a bit strange. I think I need to read up on that actually. It's kind of been taking move it for granted, but I'm sure it's move it that's leaving them in place, or is it one of the anarchies? I need to look at that. Anyway, it doesn't look sort of too bad. Some mature trees in the plantation. No, I'm happy enough, I guess. Right, okay, so how are we doing here? I need... Are these... Have I got enough workers up here? 4 out in there. Not real, is it? So I've got a bit of a worker problem and I need to get some folks over here. So let's have a think about this. So do I need to extend... Do I need to extend this bus route? It'd be quite a way. Maybe bring it to the where would it turn around? If I put a Okay, well, I was toying with the idea of I was gonna put a stop in there for these flour mills and just basically make this the industry line. Maybe see if this helps. It's going to be a long line. Ah, decisions. Right, I'm just going to ponder this one a minute off camera. Right, okay, so what I've done, and it's made it a hellishly long line, I think I'm going to have to do something about this. I've extended, so it kind of, before it, the line came down here and then just looped around. I've put a stop here to service the flour mills. And then I've taken it around to here, and because maybe I should put a stop up here actually. At the moment, because it's got no turnaround point, it's coming to the end of the line here and then coming back. So I think probably I might as well put a stop in there. And we'll just have to see how this goes. Okay, so let's have a look. So it was actually Cedar to Florence, but now it's Cedar to... So do I call it Cedar Strokes or Cedar Wood? I'll go Cedar Strokes. And I bet it's put a load of buses on this route. I'm going to just take one out because I don't think they're... none of them are actually at capacity, I don't think. Okay, so that's that done. Well, you know what? I'm going to indulge in a woodland tour if I can grab hold of that. So let's... I find this useful, partly because of the fact that because I'm using Move It, sometimes I do silly things like leave trees in the middle of the road. It's probably not a bad idea to just sort of travel the route and make sure that I've left it clear. What the hell is it doing? It's following its old routes. Okay, so I need to find one that's going to go the right way. Well, that's stopped at the new stop, so hopefully this one will turn left. Okay, great. Let's get that cursor out of the way. Right, let's see how we go. This is going back as well, isn't it? Yeah, those are the... No? Maybe? Oh no, here we go. Down through the underpass. Yeah, that's a bit crap, isn't it? Oh well. Moving on. So this one's pulling up at the just past the administrative building, and there's probably nobody getting off at the minute because that bus was sort of in the middle of its route, I think, and so it probably didn't. What happened? Oh, okay. Fine, thank you. Right, I'll go back to that. So I'll come back to that I'll come back to the woods in a minute. I've now leveled up Floren's Orchard to level 3. Let's just see how this is all going. Flowers still kind of a bit low. Have I got enough people working here? Not yet. I think I need to I think what I need to do is expand my housing here a bit, and what I can do is I can put in like a little shuttle bus sort of idea, maybe, which just brings people round to the to here, and then they can always pick up the bus that's going out to the wood. That might work. Right. Okay, so let's take this down further. To there. Get the trees out of the way. And make sure we've got water. And where else can I go? I'm just looking at the I can put a strip of houses there, I think, because that's not fertile there. Yes. Make sure it's watered. Yeah. right then. Okay, let's get these upgraded. Yep. Right, so a bit more housing in there. And I just basically need, I think what I'll do is I'll just bring a bus up from here, dropping off. I'll probably put a stop there, but I think I'm going to have to bring it to there and then just loop it back. I think that's what I'll do. Is that actually necessary? That's the thing. I'll try. Right. So let's get stop there, and stop there, and there. I'll pop that in there, and then I'll go with the standard. And that should do it. Right, okay, so what I'm hoping to do with this is just basically encouraging people use public transport, bringing people to this area here, and then they can pick up a bus there to get over to here. So they'll just have to just walk just down to there basically. I mean, obviously, yeah, I could just plug a road in here, but I'm trying to sort of try to encourage people not to use cars and clog the roads up, really. So let's see how that goes. I'm just going to let the game run for a little while. I probably just need to change that line colour. I'll deal with that in a minute. So yes, I need to do something with that because that's not got up to level 3, but let's just see what's going on here. So 7 out of 10 workers, so we're getting better. This is still short on workers there, but it's getting there. So maybe that bus line has done some good. How many people are getting off? None. Okay. Is anybody waiting at any of the stops? No. Okay, well you can't. We'll just. You can't say I haven't tried. But I'll let that run and see how that goes when people catch on to the fact that there's a new service available there. Right. So I can just. I think for the minute, I need more workers, but I also need a load of resources. So I'm just going to just let that run just for a minute, because I want to have a look at this. So just pause it briefly. So back into farming. What have I got now? So I think I'm going to be flipping between farming and forestry for a bit. Sawmill got that, yeah. Cattle shed. Okay, so cattle shed I can build. And a milking parlour. So... Alright, so I think I'll go, what we've got here, water. See, I think that, I'm sure that the way that this is sort of planned is, although these cost more, you look at the relative amount of production and then sort of divide that by the amount of electricity it uses or water it uses, and basically although there are buildings that actually, I mean, that's quite a difference on a weekly basis, isn't it? But I guess when you look at the I mean, look at the, sorry, I'm keep flipping back between, so the cattle shed, for instance, uses 320 meters cubed a week of water and 240 kilowatts of electricity. Milking parlour, less water. Oh, but quite a bit more electric actually. Hmm. 4,000 units a week. I think I'll just pop a cattle shed in just for now, I think. And what else is there? A small barn. Okay, so basically what I got at that level was cattle shed, milking parlour, medium fields as well. And again, let's have a look at, so it's double the cost, over double the upkeep, for not quite double the production. And a bit less on the water, so 92 to 288. So I'll put a medium in. I don't, at the minute at least, I don't seem to have a water crisis, but I'm sure that could happen at some point. Before I do that, let's just see where am I at with this. I'm not having to import. Everything's looking pretty good over here. I need more workers, but I could just put another workers' barracks or two in, and that'll increase the efficiency as well. Just for now, let's do that. Let's make this kind of barracks land sort of thing. Let's leave a little gap there. Put that there. I need to extend that road. Bring that to that. I should now be able to put the barracks in. That. I think I better start letting the game run actually, because I had a nice healthy reserve and now that's being sort of frittered away sort of thing. So I'm going to leave that just for now, flip over to my forestry area and see what's going on here. I'm going to need something that uses more workers. What have we got here? Sawmill. Needs to be placed inside the industry area. Okay. Well, I've got 3 plantations going on down here. So that should be okay. And I think what I'll do is I'll put the sawmill over here. So I think I'll probably skip the idea of plugging into this motorway junction. It looks far too complicated as it is. So what I'll do though, because it will actually make it look a bit less sort of weird, I'll extend this road to there. And I need to see how big this sawmill is. So I think what I'll do is I'll bring a road up the back of... Well, actually, no, I want to put the sawmill sort of there. Right, let's sort this road out where I want it to go. And it always goes to night time just as you need... Oops, just as you need to start building. So let's go into... I'm just going to change the time of day just so I can see what the hell's going on, and I wish it had stopped raining. So I was going to sort of... I think I'll try to sort of parallel the motorway. So I'll start it from sort of there. Not too much of a... not too tight. I'll just take it down there for now. Okay, so that's sort of for future. I want to pop a sawmill in. So what I'll do is I'll just need to just edge out this a little bit. No. Industry, right. Set that out to there like that. The sawmill is, what is it, 4x? No, 6x6, is it? Yeah, 6x6. So I think if I bring a normal road sort of off this corner like that. Yeah, I'm using a curve, forget that, let's start again. Right. Shift U. And then I can pop this sawmill in like that. Just bring the industry just down over it just to keep it all nice and neat. There we go. Right, okay, so, I mean, how many is that? 46 workers. Right, start the game. Get rid of UI interface. Water. Should be alright for power, yeah. Right. So basically now we're just waiting on it to start. I've given you water. Thank you, right. So it's starting to pick up workers, which is good. Okay, so I think it's starting. We're starting to get the people in that we need. I think I still need to... I still need a bit more housing. Now what I just need to check is that I've zoned this out. So now I see, aha, I haven't, because I wanted this as like this sort of European housing. So what I'll have to do is take this out like that, and basically I just need to wait for these to level up, and then hopefully they'll pick up the Euro style, as it were. That should do for now, I think. Right, let's get a bit more housing in here. Now these are going to look... This is where it starts to look odd, because they don't have anything to back up to, but never mind. Right, so they're watered, aren't they? Yeah. Okay, so they're watered and powered. Getting a few more people in there. I probably need to expand that bus. Do I need to expand that bus route? No, because I haven't gone any further down here. That's fine. Okay, right. So let's see where we're at now. Well, you can see when I actually get my workforce together, I've got more than enough workers to level this up, and in fact we'll get there soon, I think. So it's just, as usual, it's just a case of just getting enough resources created. I don't actually think I'm bringing anybody in here. Just got a load of buses whizzing around with no people on them. So I've got one bus there that's full, which is nice to see. A couple of buses full, actually. Well, we'll see. There's people waiting at some of the stops. I don't know. Right. So there we go. That I think that'll actually will do for now. I think it's just a case of just letting these areas start to expand. Just curious. How's this doing? So Spring Gardens, very few passengers really. I don't quite understand what's happened there. Bear with me a moment, I just need to have a look at my bus lines. So I've got this one, fine. I've got that one, fine. Ah, yes, yeah. Maybe give that a different colour, it's getting a bit confusing. Okay. Well, I think it'll start to develop a bit. Right. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, this has been far too much and nine. Everyone's probably switched off by now. I'm going to leave it at that. Unless we're about to. No, I've got quite a bit to level up. So there we go. I've started off my forestry industry, and I'll be waiting for that to develop. So basically I'll be flitting between the farming and the forestry as that comes along. But what I can do is now I can just let that develop. Maybe do a bit of detailing maybe over here, filling in some of these sort of blank areas, and I'll come back to you. I don't know what I'm going to do for the next one, to be honest. Maybe when these have come along a bit, it might be time to bring in the oil industry. But I don't know. It's there you go, a mystery. So bring you back for the next episode so you can see what I'm getting up to. So anyway, I hope that you got something out of that. Sorry, I was a bit. I think I was a bit umming and ahhing and trying to figure out what to do over here, but I think we've got there. So. If you want to see what's get notifications about what's coming up, so you could always subscribe and click the notify thingy. If you enjoyed the video, give us a thumbs up. If you didn't, give us a thumbs down. But you know, leave a comment. What was wrong with it? I suspect it just was far too long-winded. But anyway, so until next time, folks. You take care, stay safe, and I will see you very soon. Bye now.